God detail. And that's what I've been doing for 17 years. I run a business and I've been really successful at it. I live a good life with this business. It's given me a lot of freedom, and I've met a lot of cool people throughout the journey. A lot of good entrepreneurs, mentors, a lot of people that teach me sales pitches and just help me prosper in life. And hopefully you could get some good food for thought for you to take home and to just be inspired. Because I got inspired by somebody. I didn't learn all this on my own. It took one speaker, it took one good friend, it took one good leader. It just took that one person for me to open my ears, soften my heart, and be like, I'm gonna give it a shot. Who I am. Every time I do a job for somebody, I send them a courtesy text, and before I leave, I let them know. I have the conversation with them. I go, your vehicle is done. So my business, I'm an auto detailer, so I polish cars and I put a ceramic coating and I make cars look amazing. I protect people's paint. And the way I like to explain it to somebody is when I have the conversation with them, I go, so how you doing? They're like, oh great, I just bought a new car. I don't need nothing on the outside. I just need you to brush up the inside because I had some kids in the car. And I said, okay, great, I'm gonna do the inside. I go, I just wanna educate you. Your car is brand new, I know this, but it's just like you going to the beach. If you take a shower and you go to the beach and you don't put sunscreen, you're gonna get burnt and your skin is gonna peel. The same with your vehicle. I know it sounded like we're starting off with a business career, but I'm a thug. I come from the streets. And I like to share that just to let you guys know that this is me and it is where do I come from? I come from the streets. It's the cloth I was cut from. That's the fabric I was cut from. That's me in LA, Hollywood, and Mexico. I ended up in Mexico because I'm from the hood. You can't tell me to bounce. They're like, no, you don't understand. You're gonna bounce because we can't take care of our business and we need you to leave. So what they did was they sent me to Mexico. So my message to you all is if you're thinking about joining the gang, take it from a guy with experience that's lived through it. See, because the guys that you're hanging with now, they're wannabe gang members. The real deal is the people that have been through it. And I have been through it. And what I'm trying to share with you is, I know that they're not going to have your back. Because when I ended up in Mexico, they sent me a little bit of money, then the money stopped. I was left alone to die in a place where I had no business being. And that's just the cards I was dealt. Because those were the decisions I made where I had to pay for the consequences for my actions. This is broken on the car. Look at the paint's damaged. I'm gonna water sand it. I'm gonna compound it. I'm gonna correct it, polish it, coat it, and it's gonna look amazing. And everyone's like, how did you do that? Show me. And then I'll throw it in there. If you wanna learn how to make $500 in 2 hours, send me a DM. What? $500? And I'll just show them. This is what I do to get paid. If you would like to learn, send me a DM. And then we communicate. So I open up the door to talk to more people, to bring them in, and then they end up working with me, or we end up doing cars together. Because there's so many cars in the world, I can't do them all. And I know how to charge the client to get paid, so if I can get help to knock the job out faster, I make more money in a shorter amount of time, and that's what my goal is. It's me. Like it's given to me. I mean, these cars are huge, they're heavy, long hours, the machines, up, forth, back, forth. Sometimes I polish a car, I'm just hanging like this. I don't even know how I pull it off sometimes, but I need an exit plan. So I'm thinking I'm gonna become an instructor, a teacher, and if that doesn't work, I have other avenues that I wanna take to bring in revenue and just to live a happy life. I just don't wanna be a robot working. I also wanna have fun in life. Because, for the legacy when I leave, I just don't wanna, he worked hard, he did a bunch of cars. That's not what I'm about. I was like, that dude was cool, he spoke, he inspired, he gave me an idea how I could start a business. That's what I'm here, system. So you know how a lot of construction companies or businesses, they have these big motors that run all day, boom. You know, like those, you guys ever been sleeping in that damn landscaper comes with this machine? And you're just like, this dude really? 7 in the morning? So what I did was I thought about it and I went solar so people can't hear the machines. And I'm really quiet, I'm eco-friendly. I just slide in, get the job done, get the money, and I slide out. That's what I do. I'm a hustler, and I do it very quietly, but I'm ambitious with it, and I just focus. This is me at the SEMA show. So usually the way it works, there's a lot of beautiful women, they're models, and they help me to perform my job at the SEMA car show. And then once they see me doing my job, they're like, dude, you talk like you really have a good life. I go, I do. And I explain to them, I used to be broke. I was angry. Now I got a bunch of money. And I'm happy. What draws the line? What makes me happy? Money doesn't make me happy. I already figured that out. I thought it was shoes. I bought me 60 pair of shoes. It didn't make me happy. After I wore them once, I was right back to the same feeling of what makes me happy. And what makes me happy is giving back at home what I'm doing here today, right now, this very moment. I'm giving back at home. I'm giving it to you. I'm sharing my experience and abroad. So this is Honduras, and I jump on airplanes and I go help people in poverty. I'm telling you, it's not professional. Keep business with business and start another platform for your personal. And it really opened my eyes, because when people see me and see the way the platform works, they know I mean business. Business is business. Pleasure is pleasure. If I want to post a plate of food, I'm going to do it on my personal page. And when it comes to money making, I'm going to do it on God Detail. And that's just the way I do it. So I learned from my kid, and he learns from me. My kid just started his first LLC this month. He just got all the papers and the thing. I don't want to say that I inspired him to do it. He just saw everything. He saw my wife working really hard, long hours, and he saw me sliding in, making the cash, sliding out on my bike. He's like, man, I like that freedom. I was like, what are you going to do? I was like, you got to hustle. If I really love him, I'm going to let him know that I can't pay for everything. He's got to hustle. So he just started his LLC, and he saw where the flaw is in the industry. He could see that people aren't up to date on platforms, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. So he's decided to do Elliott Flow Media, and he comes with me to go buy products when I'm going to re-up on my chemicals. And he pulls the owners to the side. Hey, who runs your Instagram? I just logged on. Your Instagram is no good. You need some serious help. So they asked him, what would it take for you to run my social media? And he goes, give me $1,200. Too bad my son. Give me $1,200. I'll bust out 3 videos, and I'll do some stories for you. And we'll do that snap, and then I'm working. I wish I would have took the time, if I could do it again, or I can still do it, get a camera. The lens will guide you where you're going to go, because it's going to gravitate what your eyes like. If it's birds, if it's animals, if it's the forest, you can become a ranger. If it's the beach, you can become a lifeguard. And any job that you choose is not a mistake. It's just the beginning of a platform, so you could learn that part and then move on to the next. It happens to everybody. We start from the bottom. Like me, I couldn't get a job. They wouldn't let me feed Shamu. I tried, so I went right into car washing. Car washing showed me how to clean cars. Then I learned how to detail them. Then I became a professional. And now I got this business that's beyond my wildest dreams. I mean, I have one of his books, and some of the stuff that he said is like, it was inspiring, because I know this is a really good class right away, because If it's teaching you something about writing a book, that's big money, you guys. If you could find that bestseller, boom, you're set. If you could buying and flipping houses, set. I mean, I wish I would have did it, but I didn't. Back where I come from, houses were, 70, 80 grand. They're 800 right now, and it's only gonna get higher and higher and higher and higher. So right now, put your foot down, lock in whatever it is you're gonna do, and just shoot for the stars. Because yeah, this is all a gift here. It's so good to be here and with this artwork, and it might take off, who knows? But this BMX lifestyle, it's an untouched market. Nobody's doing it. My son's like, let's create an NFT with that logo, with the. I'm like, dude, you passed me already. It is way too much. But we're working on the website now. It's up, running, and that's how we do it. So with the money that comes in here, we put it right back into the team, so we can travel. We buy bikes for people that don't have money, and we help families get out of the house, get off the computers, get off your cell phone, and let's ride some bikes. That's what we do. That's what we've been doing. I want to open it up for some questions, so I'm pretty much done. Thank you so much. You're gonna have to think of a name, and you have to go to the courthouse. It's called the business building on 2nd Street, and you have to see if the name's available. If the name's available, you lock it in and you buy it for like $65, and then they'll put you in the newspaper. You go to the bank and get your checkbook. So then when your business starts rolling, people could write checks to your business. That's how you start with. You start with the name, bank account, and if you want to go LLC, you go that way, which is a corporation. It's just the same avenue. And then business cards, and just start knocking on doors. I'm not shy. Hey, here's my business card. I'm just trying to make a living, man. Peace. And I'll just roll out. And everybody's like, I like your style. You're not shy. I'm like, I'm not shy. I haven't paid the bill. Building the pipeline. And what I mean by pipeline is I have to build a pipeline to get the customers coming. So I always have to be active on Instagram. I have to let people know I'm doing this for real. So, and I give like I said, I give little food for thought, little snapshots of education, so they want to engage with me. Once I talk to somebody, I can close a deal. I'm like, hey, you got an uncle? I'll take off $200. Let's do their car and let's see what they say. Let's do it. And then I just build off that. I just make it.
So a lot of referral business.
It's all referral. It's all referral. I got Yelp, that helps a lot, but it's all free referral. Go ahead, yeah.
How were